What it pop? It's your boy Master Ma, and I'm back with a One Piece chapter, and I'm talking about One Piece chapter 1155. It's called the Rock Pirates. Well, by the time you get this video, it's probably gonna be one day or two after the other one that was supposed to be chapter 1154 because I was busy, so I didn't have the time to edit it, so it's going to be a little late for you to get it since the new chapter came out. But since we love having reviews, I'm still going to post it, But this chapter, yeah, there's a lot going on. And by a lot, I mean rocks. When they were talking about rocks in the past, people were saying, yeah, rocks was this, it was that. I don't know if I should call them rocks or it's a deck. I think, I'm calling them rocks in the back. It depends on, but I don't know if its real name is rocks or it's the back. Because normally the first name is on the end part after the B. So now I'm trying to figure out how to call them. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about is how Rocks was moving like a savage. First of all, he comes to Elbaf and he says, "Oh, you Arrow Firm? Okay, then I'm gonna need you to tell people that's guarding you to call Arrow and tell them you're seriously injured." And then Loki's like, whoa. Hold up now. You in my country and you think you're gonna make the rules? Like, I don't know why you puny humans think you can order me around. And Rock's like, okay, then we gonna have to injure you for real. You don't wanna make a fake call, so we might make it real. So then he goes and just hit Loki and they say his swordsmanship is renowned to be brutal, like a cannon fire or a giant hammer. And that's pretty crazy. So you mean to tell me a swordsmanship has zero fitness? Just straight up, I'ma hit you with the sword. You better dodge it. And that's it. And that's crazy. I think he has conquerors. How the hell could Loki say he's hurt when he's been trying to kill himself for like a couple years now? And then they made a flashback of my boy Zebek. I think I prefer Rocks. Of my boy Rocks at the Reverie. And damn. That was great. That was a great part. So they say he kidnapped 5 kings. 5 kings. Okay, they say attacked and kidnapped. Okay, 5 kings, that's 5. That's a lot. And then somehow, boy got to the flower room, saw Im-sama and I think Gunko, and said, because Im-sama said they try to extort me. Boom. Talking about himself and be at the third person. Herself, he, she, they. And then he said, it's not gonna work. They're not gonna extort you. He said, no kidding, but you see the chaos is snake. And turned around like, huh? Who that? He said, and then it kind of said he couldn't do nothing at the moment. So he said, just you wait, I'll be back. And that's the part that interests me because he said, I'll be back. I'm wondering if he came back a little later on or as Blackbeard. That is the question everybody's probably asking. People say Blackbeard had multiple personalities. Is Rocks inside of Blackbeard and acting up so he can finish what he couldn't finish? That's a question for later. And then he met Arrow. we're not gonna mention the fact that he killed an admiral because she. uh, Probably I don't know who's the admiral that died, but we already know Rox is that strong. So me and admiral like barbecue chicken. Not even a word to mention. And then he met Harold, and Harold said, "Oh, that's the guy who's been trying to frame me." And then Rox said, "Oh, what the hell is Giant doing here?" And then they clash, but they made a conqueror's clash. So that means Rox got conquerors that he confirmed, and Harold got conquerors that he confirmed. Maybe. But all I know is, you know how these strong people fight. When they see someone strong, they ha ha ha, they start laughing. And he got a particular laugh, like full ha 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 ha. But I can't wait to hear it on the anime. Is it gonna be like Black Bear with the same voice actor or a different one? That's gonna be interesting. But they say, what's your name? You say, "I'm Harold," and you, "I'm Rox." So there you go. And he said, where can I go back to Elbaf? He said, "The New World over there." I said, "Hey, we'll meet again." He said, "No, hell no, I don't wanna be affiliated with you, you goddamn criminal." And then what happened? They said he had to have a celestial dragon ship to the funds and use the funds for a ship and everything for himself. Well, the Paris. But something came back, an event that came back. The Davy back fight. You know the thing that people say it's a filler every time they watch it. The filler with my boy Foxy. Well, look at that. Relevant again. And that's how we got Whitebeard, Shiki, Stussy, Gunsley, I think that's the name. The commando, I forgot his name, but I'll put a picture, of course. And who else? They didn't show everyone, but Gloriosa is on the team. He's trapped. They didn't even show Captain Jones. Right? You know Rock's trapped. He's trapped with a crewmate. He's trapped for real. And then they say, "Hey, Harold, come join me, man. Your plan's not gonna work. The government doesn't want your plan to work. So why don't you join me in my gang?" My gang? The gang say, "Hey, we're not a gang like that. We're not even a gang. Hey, man, we just here because you're interested." That's a lie. You here because you lost. You lost the everybody fight. So now you trapped, but not trapped. You have your own will, but you on the ship. They say, the moment he died, the moment we're gonna be happy. He gonna be free. That's what you meant, but I'm playing right now. And he say, "Come and join me, man. The government don't want your plan to work. I'll make your plan work. I'm gonna take control of the world, man. The whole world." And they're all like, "Man, fuck, you bullshit me. That's bullshit." And Loki's like, "Oh my God, that's what I want to do with the world." And then he found his salvation. It's like, I wanna take over the world. That's where you see him in the future talk about he wanted to destroy the world, talking all that bullshit. That's because of Rox. Yeah. Nah, that's because of Rox. Who's like, "Oh yeah, I want to join crew." And a couple of years later, they say, when I say they say, I'm talking about the little box, the narrator say, Rox's plan came to fruition when he got his crew members. That means the other part of the crew members that's missing and not showing. He got them, and now he's about to show the world who he is. And then they hit us with a break. Man, Oda, I hate you for that. I hate you for that, man. 2 weeks of giving us Rox. No, not 2 weeks, because you showed Rox at the end of the last chapter. Now you giving us a peek of what he did. That guy is a monster. Now I understand why they needed Garp and Roger to get his ass. He's a goddamn monster. But hey, you see how the parallels between the past and the present are. Yeah, Blackbeard, Luffy, Rox, Roger, Rayleigh, Zoro, Gabba, Sanji. You see the correlation. And Whitebeard. Whitebeard may be Law. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Kid down below the ground. Mid kid. Yeah. But there's a lot of correlations between the two. And Monosuke, Odin. You see how everything having correlation. But you know, I'm stop here because if we really gonna talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it for hours. Because I get serious about this subject. Can get a lot of theories going on, and I don't want to waste your time on a little video talking about that. Maybe if I go on live and talk about it, that would be better. Yeah, maybe one day I'll go on live and talk about the theories, everything I think about One Piece going up right now. But for now, I'm a hand here. So thank you all for watching the video. Like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment if you have something to say, because I'll answer. If you're talking trash, I'll answer. If you think about a theory, I'll answer. So, thank you for watching.